WKU is returning home, the soccer team, that is, for 5 games. And we figured, why not welcome the coach of that soccer team? How are you, Coach Neidell?
Hi.
It's nice to have you on here. And it seems like Conference USA is throwing you a little bit of a curveball this year. You had 4 of the first 5 games on the road. Now you're home for 5 games, and then you leave, and then you're back. How is that affecting you guys? That is a trip.
Yeah, no, it's been very, very challenging, especially with the young team. We have 9 freshmen and 9 sophomores, so 18 of our team is underclassmen, and the challenges of being on the road and away from in a strange environment, but also trying to balance schoolwork and everything has been very challenging.
Oh, I don't doubt that. And you know what? We looked at the schedule for the last 3 years, and we actually found that the last 3 years, you guys, when you have lost 2 in a row, you've won at least 6 of the next 8. How is that? How are you doing that? Is this just momentum building?
That's a good stat to know. I'll make sure the team knows that today at practice. I wasn't aware of that. But no, I mean, I think you learn from adversity, and I think when things aren't going well and you're making mistakes in a game or two, you hope to rectify those and move forward. And I think that's what we've done in the past, and hopefully what we'll do this year.
I have no doubts about it. And Lauren Moats, she has been your all superstar this year. She's only 1 goal back from being the leading game-winning goal scorer for all of Conference USA. And what makes her so good and so clutch in those situations?
She has a great nose for the goal. I mean, that's why we recruited her. We recruited her because she was good in tight areas and really knows how to score goals. And that's why she's a lady topper.
And Iris Dunn, she had a really great breakout year last year. This year, she's only got about 4 points. Is she in her sophomore slump, or is just the record not reflecting what she's actually doing on the field?
No, she gets after it every day. We asked the team who our best competitor was, and unanimously everyone said Iris Dunn. So she gets after it every day in practice and in games, and her time will come. She'll score some pretty decisive goals in our upcoming games.
And you've got your freshman superstar on the team. That's your goalkeeper, Allison Leone. And she's only allowed 5 goals in her first 8 games. But the last 2 games, she's allowed a little bit more. What's the difference between right now and the beginning of the season?
Well, I think like I said earlier, we're making some mistakes on defense. Hard to blame a goalkeeper. But she's been fantastic. She's a fantastic young lady, and she's been fantastic in goal. Everything that we expected and more from a freshman goalkeeper. It's hard shoes to fill to be a freshman goalkeeper back there.
Yes. And what can we expect to see from UTEP tomorrow?
You can expect them to see them defending a lot, because we are going to get after them tomorrow.
Oh, that's definitely a good thing to hear. We cannot wait to see that. And Coach, in your first 2 years at Conference USA, how has the process been adjusting to the level of last year you were in the Sun Belt? How is it different this year?
Yeah, there's no days off. There are no games off or minutes off within the game. We have to be at our greatest intensity for 90 minutes. And in the Charlotte game last week, we took about a 12-minute break, and it cost us three goals pretty dearly. So our kids are starting to understand that they just have to concentrate and be at their best for a full 90 minutes every game.
And with the passing of Coach Fikes, a lot of people have been expressing their feelings about him, and you've been here for 14 years. Is there anything special that he's done that you just would love to share? Yeah,
Coach Fikes is an incredible man. I had the great fortune of hanging out with him in the 52 team several years back. And he's just charismatic. He was an amazing man to be around. Everyone loved him, and he is what Western Kentucky University is. And it's kind of a little bit of an era that's gone now that Jimmy Fikes is gone, and his legacy will live on. And I mentioned the other day that you can't help but be on the field and as a coach feel like you have to hold up the Jimmy Fikes legacy.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time here on the Extra Point, Coach, and we wish you all the luck. We will be watching you against UTEP tomorrow night. Up next, we've got one Warren County team that remains undefeated, and you will not be expecting who that is. Stay tuned.